wild. Okay, hello everybody. Good morning. Um, Let me make sure I'm coming through. Mm. Heaven help me. Okay. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to morning medley number 210. This is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be roughly 6 hours. I didn't finish my breakfast burrito, but I got um hold on. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Could you guys hear me to begin with? I'm gonna go at this setting for a second. Okay. Really quickly, this is going to be mostly new production. I'm mostly going to be making new stuff today. I feel like I do. I feel like I usually revisit a lot of other tracks. Typically in the past morning medleys where I'm doing the studio. Oh crap! My bad. Okay, all right, there we go. Um, Sorry about the echo, guys. Okay, so normally, normally I would do like a revisiting of maybe some older tracks. Right now, though, I'm going to try to focus more so on new things. I do have that one song, Dropout, that I'm probably going to. Thank you for the shirt compliment, Dar. I'm probably going to revisit Dropout just because I still need to get the bridge done on that song, and I'm really liking the way that song's been progressing, and I want to keep opening that song in particular in the stream because I like to get the kind of narrative and progression from each Friday stream to every Friday stream. We're kind of saying that song because since I started that song in the production streams, we've seen that song kind of morph and evolve from what it was. Sorry, just had to bump up the volume really quick. Okay, so I usually open it up at the very beginning of the stream for questions. If anybody has any questions of a specific song you wanted to see broke down, or you wanted to learn any specific thing, like anything that you heard in my music that you want me to break down now would be a good time to ask that before I get into like the guts of the production stream. Um, cool. Yeah, sorry about I was doing something else with my mixer recently, so a lot of my levels were off. So thank you, Easy Door and Dar, I believe, for getting me on track again with that. Hold on. Okay, we get all that started. I have a request, but I don't know what it is, says Dar. Are you saying that you have a song specifically that you wanted to hear or get a breakdown of, and you just don't know what the title of the song, or you completely forgot what it is you wanted? Abdo Abika. Hey, what do you think of jungle? As far as a genre, I think I have kind of the same take on most genres. Just for a heads up, Abdo. So I think jungle's cool. There are some jungle songs in the past that I have enjoyed, and there are some others that I don't particularly connect with very well. But I will say that jungle, and this isn't the only genre to do that, but jungle music tends to connect with me more when I'm hearing it live versus if I were just sitting here listening to it on headphones or like in my living room listening to it while playing a video game. There are a few genres that kind of I need to hear in a live setting for it to connect, if that makes sense. Hmm. Uh, Dar doesn't know the title of the song, but they want to hear. Is it just that you wanted to hear the song, or you want like a production breakdown of the song, Dar? I love to see you use the MIDI fighter like you mentioned in the IG story. Yeah. I will probably be using it. Ooh, yeah, in a weird way. One of the main good morning, Jaime. One of the main reasons that I haven't been using it in the stream is because the MIDI fighter kind of the way I use it anyway is I do this it has a random nature to it because I'll usually put it into FL Slicer, which kind of chops things not necessarily in a way that gives me a lot of control over the chops, but then I have complete control over the arrangement. A few songs that do this is like Metro Link does that. Also, Button Willow does that. So I might come up with an example of that to use in the stream today for the MIDI fighter. Oh, Abdo was talking about a band. What do you think of Jungle? Yeah, I don't know that band, Abdo. I'm sorry. So I can't really weigh in. I have no opinion on this band. If you're doing a new production, I'd love to see you remix some vocals. Umbe, what do you mean remix some vocals? Are you asking me to do a song remix? I try to avoid doing remixes in the stream, Umbe, because copyright strikes will prevent me from being able to make any money from the stream if I'm using vocals from another track. So that unfortunately won't be a thing we're going to be doing in the streams, at least not right now, unless we can figure out some workaround for that. Trying not to play copyrighted stuff in the stream. Dar's asking if we heard any new music this week. I heard a new Park Golf song, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I don't know the name of the song, but if you listen to Park Golf, you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's open up FL Studio. This angle makes your jaw look very strong. Okay, also, Dar, I'm getting used to, like, okay, so I shaved the hair off my chin, and it's weird for me. Just with the hair above my lips and below my lips is weird for me. I don't know if I like it or not yet. Anywho, let's get into FL Studio. Right now, I already have a song open. It was a song that I was playing in my IG stream. I also made this in streams a while ago. Like, this is from a production stream. God knows how long ago. Bass guitar from my keyboard, my MX61 keyboard, this baby over here, like the one on the bottom, and a synthesizer bass that actually comes free with FL Studio, this guy. I just wrote a bass line with that in MIDI. Pretty common for me, I mean, to layer specifically bass and bass guitar together. I find that the two have unique textures, even if I'm using the same notes with them. Sometimes I'll overlay them on top of each other, but the example in this song is me just using them to kind of play back and forth with each other. Again, this is the bass synth, and then the bass guitar. Yeah. So it just kind of goes on like that for a while. This song's definitely gonna get vocals added to it. Just an example of the like 120 to 130 stuff that I've been working on a lot lately. Dropout also falls into this category. I believe Dropout is 130 as well. Some of the houseier stuff, I kind of started making stuff slower. 140 plus was kind of my my comfort BPM for a while. But I've been working at 120 and 130 now so often that 140 has started to feel a little bit fast. Yeah, stuff like that. Yo, I crushed this track. Sorry. I can't. No, I'm gonna close this song because I don't want to work on this. This is gonna. I'll open Dropout in a couple of hours. I do want to spend some time working on some new things. So I'll come back to Dropout. But Jesus Christ, yeah, the song. If I open the song now, it's going to like swallow the stream. Hello, Liana. Welcome to the morning medley in the studio number 210. I'm just gonna make sure that I didn't have what was Sunflower. Cause I wanna make sure that I didn't have something in the last stream that I wanted to specifically work on in this stream. But not saying anything specifically. Oh man, I really do like that song. That's a good one. Solid tune. Oh, where's my baby? Why aren't you making any sound? There he is. Okay. We're gonna go ahead. Wait, hold on. Let me see what this is. Oh, this was that like ambient thing. Never mind. I don't want to work on this. Okay. Something borrowed. Something blue. I'm gonna name this song. I'm gonna name it Something Blue. And then we're going to make sure all of my audio files get saved in here because I'm actually starting to prep tracks beforehand, finally. Okay. Somebody say a number, pick a number between 120 and 140. Hey, what's up, Mobtown? 135 says Chibi. Chibi was first in, so I'm going to go 135. Okay, I'm over here. I'm just going to grab some drums really quick. I usually don't spend too much time grabbing drums because the process can be a little boring for listeners to like listen to me scroll through like a million kicks and a million claps. So what I usually try to do is just pick like it would help if they weren't all just so bad. I could probably clean that actually. Hold on, I'm gonna bring that in. So I'm just gonna call this kick 1 because I might end up layering this with another kick. And then I'm going to put it in a mixer channel and I'm going to turn it down quite a bit because it's going to be pretty loud like that. Now, There are a few things that you can do. Like there's more complicated things you can do to kicks to like shape them around. I'm definitely not like a. Hold on, let me get rid of the keys for now because I'm not gonna be actually. There's some more complicated stuff that you can do. I'm just going to, since we're trying to get into the music mode or into like chord mode, I'm just gonna cut this, like this length of the kick. You can like mess around with the length of the waveform to get, I mean, different sounds out of the transient, right? I'll play it on loop and I'll mess around with this so you can hear kind of what everything's doing. So if I'm messing with the length of the waveform, you can make it a lot shorter, right? Because you're taking basically this entire area is the entirety of that kick drum. Like you can hear it like hard in the beginning and then it kind of tapers out. But if we like zoom in on that, so it's only getting the initial hit of the kick, it sounds like this. It's like really, really cut off, right? So we don't want that. We want something in between those two extremes, or at least I do. Okay, so I want that, and then I'm going to actually take some of the, I'm going to go ahead and get an EQ really quickly because it's a really punchy kick. It doesn't have a lot in the way of low end. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out some of the low end that even is there, you know. And then I'm going to go get another kick. No. Nope. Oh, you know what? I can use a Lex Luger kick. I'm going to go get a Lex Luger kick and then put it underneath that to fill in some of that. Hold on, let me make sure. To fill in some of the low end that's missing. This is like a really, really low end like friendly kick, I suppose. I'm gonna call this kick 2. I'm gonna give it its own mixer channel as well. Turn it down a bit. Yeah. Now I wanna actually, this still has like, I'm gonna cut off some of the really high. There's gonna be claps there, filling in that space. Okay. Now I'm gonna do my clap rack. I gotta just start. I think I'm just gonna actually start saving in clap racks, like in my default when I open a track. There's a way to set FL Studio and probably most DAWs, honestly, so that anytime you open up a new project, it just like preloads a lot of things into it. Maybe sounds, maybe you have VSTs or settings or like a vocal chain you want to load in. I tend to not use those just because I jump around so much when working in FL Studio that I end up opening new projects a lot. And since I do it so often, I don't want it to take a lot of time. And if you have a lot of stuff that's kind of like preloaded in there, it can actually eat up a lot of time when opening up new. I mean, for me anyway, I'm like, sometimes when I get into my like flow state of work, like I get really impatient as far as like things opening, things loading. Here, now I'm just loading in some clap. Oop. Sorry, I had like a weird anti-oop moment. What the heck just happened? Oh, that's why. That's why, because that's a, sorry. Ignore that. Ignore what I just did. Okay, so I'm loading in a clap rack. In the past, I've gone maybe a little bit, maybe too hard on the claps. And when I say too hard, usually I'll have like 5 layers of claps. But in a recent track that I worked on a week ago today, I only used 3, and it sounded pretty good. Granted, I had a more full arrangement. So here, what I'm gonna do for the claps, let me quickly send them all to the same mixer channel so we don't run into any issues. What I'm gonna do with the claps is I'm going to have them on the 2s and the 4s, very typical like house type thing. But I'm gonna zoom in actually really close and see how they're right on the line. I'm gonna move them a little bit off the line. I'm gonna make them smaller. And then I'm going to move them a little bit. This one's going to be late the first time and then a little early the second time. This clap is going to be on time the first time, and then a little late the second, no, a little late the second time, and then the third clap is going to be early the first time, and then right on time the second time. It sounds like this. They could even be a little more off. Yeah. And then I'm going to pan the claps over here. So there's a panning thing. I don't know how many of you guys are using headphones, but if you can hear that one clap, if I pan it all the way to the left, if you're wearing headphones right now, you'll notice it's only coming out of your left ear. You can do the same thing to the right ear. But, I mean, that was the extreme. What I'm going to do is just very slight panning of them from right to left, just to kind of have like a stereo separation, you know, between them. And then I'm going to put a very, sorry, let me do claps. I'm just going to name it claps before I forget. Once I have that in there, I'm going to put a very, very subtle reverb on it. So that's not subtle at all, right? I have to tweak this a little bit. So here's your reverb, this little window here, the one that says reverb on it. And that like ringing out, that's your decay. That's your decay. I'm doing like a very tutorial version of this. Interesting. Anyways, so decay over here, this DEC knob, it's how long it takes the reverb to decay or kind of to sustain or last. I don't know. There's not a lot of useful synonyms I can come up with, but think of it as like how long it will last, because it's decaying over time. It's diminishing over time. And so if you set that time to really high, you have that type of reverb that really like rings out for a really long time. But if you set it down really, really quiet, really low, you have this reverb that doesn't really ring out too long. It's there, but it's easily decayed very quickly. Sorry, not easily, quickly. And you end up with kind of this weird hollow, kind of like maybe if somebody is in a like in maybe a garage. I don't know. I'm not no garage I've ever been in. Ew. I'm gonna turn down the width a little bit. Turn down the diffusion. And now I'm going to play that with my kicks. Now, usually I go in to like one of my sample folders for hi-hats and stuff like that. But more recently, I've been playing a lot of the drums in. I don't have like a drum machine necessarily, but I've actually been using this keyboard to bring in a lot of my kicks. Not my kicks, my percussion, because it does have like really cool piano sounds on it. But it also has like if I hit the drum or the percussion button on here, now we have like drums in here. And granted, most of them sound pretty cheesy. Like they're not the best sounding drums by any means. But I'm usually using like small things, like little hi-hats, little percussive things, you know, small stuff that's not necessarily going to draw attention to itself, but it's going to be more full. Sometimes I just like doing that because then I have the waveform there versus just the sample being triggered through MIDI. So I'm going to mess around with just a few maybe hand drums to add to this right now. Let me loop it. Sorry, hold on a minute, guys. So weird. I don't know how that be happening. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Eddie. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Okay. So weird. Oh, Chibi Lucy saw a Nike corset. Okay, it's like a side stick sound. Hold on. Woo! Gotta love that sound. Okay, so that's a side stick sound, so we're gonna just name it as such. Um, I'm trying to allow myself to not rush through drums. Typically, I view drums as like preparing a meal or like washing your face before bed or something. Like it's kind of a thing I tend to rush through because I just want to get to bed. Like I'll rush through a lot of drum percussion arrangements just because I see them as like a precursor to the chords, which is the part that I particularly enjoy. So I'm trying to just like have some patience with this. So I apologize if it is like grating or boring for anybody in the stream. It's typically usually pretty boring for me as well. Okay. Feeling that, I guess. Why are there so many kicks in here? Okay. Do some of that. Oh, okay. Hold on. Ooh, I like that more than I thought I was going to. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta do it again. No. Yeah, that's the one I wanted anyway. My bad. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Oh, I gotta unmute it. My bad. Again? Oh, wait, hold on. Before that gets out of hand, I should probably So this thing happens where like if I'm recording, I have it so that it saves everything I record in there, which is it's a cool like fail safe or something that I would recommend to people. However, when you record as many things as I do at a time, it like gets really bloated in there. So I do have to go in and delete a lot of stuff pretty regularly. I want to say this is that file. Please don't be a good one. Oh, it is. It was. Okay. What is this? This is nothing. Oh, crap. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Do you do? Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat too much. Just got distracted. Eddie says, "Do you do collaborations on songs sometimes? Do you have any musician friends you like to work with?" Eddie asks. Eddie, have you heard my song? Sorry. Eddie, have you heard my song? Not on my watch, by any chance? Have you heard that one? I think it should be in there. Yeah, let me delete that. Oh my god, I should have been doing this from the beginning. This definitely upsets my workflow, but boy, how necessary this is. 45. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that makes my life so much easier. Oh, wow. Yeah, and then delete that one. Oh, wow. I've been using this program for way too long to have like just learned that to have just learned how to do that. That's a tiny bit embarrassing. Okay, Meow says love listening to you in the morning while you play. While you play Animal Crossing New Horizon. Well, that's good. How are you enjoying that game? No, I don't think I'm familiar, says Eddie. Oh, interesting. Eddie, which one of my mixtapes or EPs or albums have you listened to? If any. I don't actually know if you've listened to my music. I'm making a wild assumption here. Don't make me a fool. Don't make me a fool, Eddie. Hold on. Let me unmute this really quick. While you're answering, I'm going to record this. Move that down. Move this down. And then scoot it. Ooh, that is crunchy and loud in my ears. Okay, let's. I like that it's almost. It sounds like it's in swing time, which would be cool if it was on purpose. Wait. Ooh, I might want to actually do that, huh? I mean, I reserve the right to change this at any time, but I do want to mess around with whatever lies behind that door. That could be fun for me. I'm gonna put it up there. This is a shaker, so I'm going to name it as such. It like falls in and out though. That's the only problem. If I'm going to do that, I need it to be like. Sorry. I need to be like. Yeah, I need to be right there. Yeah, maybe something like that. And then put in a second kick in between those two, I suppose. Yeah. What album have you listened to? This isn't like some gotcha thing. I promise, Eddie. I'm not like trying to be. I'm not like that. I'm just saying like what album have you listened to? Because it'll help with the whatever example I'm trying to give you. But there's a point. There's a reason I'm asking that. It's not just me being weird and self-indulgent. And then I can copy this guy. Ooh, yeah. Wow. Okay, this has ended up being. I'm trying not to just make your typical, four on the floor thing. Maybe if I start with interesting stuff in the beginning. I think the latest one I've listened to is Ego Death, and I found out about you with Daydream. Okay, so Eddie, there's a song on Daydream called Cold. That is a song featuring a vocalist and songwriter by the name of Azuria Sky. Azuria Sky is also a friend of mine. So yes, to answer your question, I do collaborate on songs sometimes because there is a collaboration on the album you listen to, and that is my friend. Also, Ego Death, you also say is something you listen to. Ego Death has a song on it called Cerritos, Uber to Cerritos, which is a collaboration between me and Young Skirt, who is also, yes, a friend of mine. So in both of the albums you've listened to, there are collaborations on them. So yes. is the answer to that question. Let me see if I can. So this is my side stick. Let me make sure I'm naming things so before everything gets out of hand. And then this one here, it'll be a shaker. And turn down those claps. Something that's so scary and dangerous is like sometimes you don't realize how loud something is. Or like no, you hear something that's loud and your brain and your body just adjusts so quickly that it stops being loud. And then you turn it down and you're like, "Oh, wow, that's so much better. What was I doing?" And yeah, it's just you adjusting way too quickly to things. Okay, let me get rid of all of this extra stuff because I'm going to end up having to rewrite it anyway. Let me focus my efforts in this first 4-bar loop. But yeah, Eddie, I guess for future reference, if you listen to pretty much any collection of work that I've put out, I would say post 2015-16, there's usually a collaboration on it. The only bodies of work I have that do not have collaborations on it are Signals, which is all me, Tall Tales, which is all me, and Nice Dream, which is all me. No, I could make an argument that even that has some collaboration on it, just not from musicians. But no, Love Letters features artists on it like Jemmy and Ehio Robo is on Love Letters. Speed Dream features a bunch of people. Daydream features Azaria Sky. Ego Death features Young Skirt. Quick Breath features Mia Gladstone and Only Tom and Abby Press. Speed Dream also features Abby Press. Yeah. Nice Dreams is my favorite album in my opinion. Says, I mean, that's so cool, Mobtown. I like somebody saying favorite in my opinion. It's like, God, I hope so. Never let anybody else choose your favorite, Mobtown. But I'm glad that you like Nice Dream. Yeah, I like the way that goes. That's the way love goes. Who is that? Is that Janet Jackson? Who did That's the Way Love Goes? Okay, so yeah. But yeah, Eddie, pretty much all of my releases have collaborations on it. Yeah. And also to answer your second question, if this wasn't clear, I don't work with people I don't like to work with. So if you ever see like an Omniboy song come out and there's somebody else on it, it's because that person's my friend and I like to work with them. Yeah. Mobtown says about Nice Dream, that album is boppin', and I like the glitchiness of it. Word up. It's very, very old. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. Probably something about anime. But I'm glad that you enjoy it, that album. God, how is that still too loud? Only need like the first half. I can always copy and paste it. These are drums. Turn him down a minute. Oops. And it happened. But I'm on the ball today, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. This is that's beautiful. I literally did not know that that was something that I could do for so long. For so long, guys. Basically what happens is since I have it so that it saves everything I record in, every single time I do like accidental takes, or sometimes I'll just like be messing around the keyboard or listening back to the track, not realizing that the this like record button up here is a plate, or that I've accidentally like hit this button right here, and it records silence. And then after doing that like 50 times, by the time I get to the end of the song, I have like all of these files, and I don't know which one is which. So I'm gonna try to stay on top of that before that becomes a nightmare. Is that the song you started today? Says Eddie. Yeah. I what? If you're asking if the song I'm working on right now is the song I started today, I thought that I started this after you entered the stream. Yeah, this is the one that I've been doing the whole time. This is it. This is the baby. How was I on time? I could have sworn I did not hit that on time, but all right. I'll take it. No, but it's so on time. There's one thing that's wrong with this. I'm gonna delete it. Dang it. All right. Sorry. There was just one thing I forgot to do, and it's going to bother me. So hopefully I can get it that insane timing again. Jesus. Mm-hmm. That's way better. Oh my god. I mean, as far as the timing, oh yeah. I mean, it's the same. I just need to do that. Oh, it's not. Yeah, I didn't get the timing as good, but I got rid of that like weird noise that was coming from the mic, so I'm happy. Okay. There's so many things. There, like every single time that I'm having to go into record versus just like talking to you guys, there's like at least like 4 switches I need to hit. So sometimes it breaks my brain. Sorry about that. Hey, what's up, Christian? How long did it take you to completely understand FL Studio? I will let you know. I will let you know when I completely understand FL Studio. I have no idea. I have no idea, Christian. I've been using this program for years. Like, I don't know, like over 7 years, and I still don't really like know half of the stuff that's going on in here. For example, every single time I have to hold on, I just recorded. Boom, 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 hand drums. So every single time I record something, I have like a latency adjustment thing. What's the word for that? Compensation. I have latency compensation on, so every time I record something, it scoots the audio a little bit earlier. And I know that if I spend some time trying to figure out how to get rid of that, I could do it, but I just haven't. I just like haven't done it. So there's a lot of stuff in FL Studio, like ranging from very complicated to extremely simple, that I just don't know how to do. So I would not say, Christian, that I completely understand FL Studio, but I understand it enough to make a song, which, you know, baby steps, right? I want to cut out that second one. I don't like, the second one doesn't need to be there. When I say second one, I mean like the second time it goes high. Yeah. Who's producing that sound? Hold on. Oh, it's coming from you. Weird. I'm just going to do that then. I cut the wrong thing. That's so, okay, hold on. Let's send him in. I should re-record it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do that. Lazy fix, Omni. I've never met a producer who knows everything about the software gear they use. You always discover new things you don't know about it, says Eddie. This is a very good point. Just gonna pan that. Who is it that wanted Medifighter stuff this stream? I'm gonna do like a housey loop to put underneath it. Not that one. They're all bad. They always sound bad. It's like they never sound good. That one's kind of cool. Wait. Yeah. This one's okay. But I do want to do something weird to it. Wow, it took a weird time to load that. That was weird. Okay, so this is just your typical like house loop. But what I like to do, house loops. Okay, so some people hate on house loops, especially like one like this, which comes from Vengeance, and it's because it sounds bad. Would be maybe a little bit too vague. It sounds like kitschy. I don't know. Lazy. Derivative. I don't really know what like the super elitist music people are saying nowadays, but the reason that a lot of people, I would say, the reason that a lot of the producers that at least I know and I talk to use loops, use them for the kind of the same reason that I do, which is to kind of glue your arrangements together. I use it percussively. I've known some people that even use like harmonic loops, like arpeggiators and stuff like that. I don't do that just because I feel more comfortable being able to build that on my own. But this is kind of just like something to sit underneath the drums, because like obviously this by itself, I didn't make that. It's all one big waveform, you see. But underneath a lot of other stuff, it kind of works in the same way. Yeah, no. And I like that this one doesn't have like claps into it. It's kind of just like, and it's a clean loop, actually. It technically doesn't even need to be that long. I could like take that and I could copy and paste the first half. It has the same freaking thing. Actually, I think I could copy and paste just that. Hold on. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. I might put a gross beat on this then in the end. I'm gonna go ahead and name it loops really quick, and I think I'm gonna put gross beat on it. Gross beat. Actually, no. I'm not gonna put gross beat on it. I'm just gonna side chain it to one of the kicks. I'm gonna side chain it to the top kick, and side chaining. I've talked about this a few times in older streams. So that's what the drum beat sounds like right now. But usually what I'll do is I'll take the kick and I'll side chain it to the loops, so that when the kick comes in, the loop like kind of ducks underneath it, like this. See how it's like ducking underneath the kick? So this is it playing without the kick and with the kick. See how it's kind of like the kick's like smothering it a little bit? That's a more extreme example. I don't need it to be that dramatic, but I do want some on it. Yeah, like that. Then maybe stereo separate it a little bit. And then the rest of the drums. That's fine. So that's how I'm using the loop in this track. Good morning, Buzz. Any cool weekend plans, Buzz? should move. Actually, maybe I should have this be over here. Nah, I like it where it was better. Guys, lost connection for a second there. Oh. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and continue. think I'm probably gonna go for that more of like a somber. I mean, it starts somber, but there's places I can go from there, from that with that chord progression. So I think I'm gonna lay into that for a second. Let me loop this out so I have a little bit more wiggle room to record in. Yeah. Yeah, I like this now. Okay, piano. Something blue. Okay, I've got my piano now. I'm gonna go ahead and compensate for, again, that latency. Oh, do I not have to? Hold on. Why did I do that? How did I do that? It is just the first note. Hold on. I'll listen to it all the way through. Gonna name this piano. There's gonna be several more piano tracks, so I'm going to actually change the name from piano to whatever piano I used in the MX61. MX61 5 mono grand. Okay, so now that we've got the piano there, I'm gonna scoot that up a little bit. Hold on, this is a sleigh bell. Now that I've got that there, I'm gonna start working on the bass line. The bass line, boom, 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 boom. The bass, I'm trying to decide whether I want to go MIDI for the bass line or if I want to go, if I want to play the bass line in live. I like that having MIDI gives me a little bit more control over the arrangement if I want to move a few things around. But but I love the sounds that the bass guitar has, and within this, I mean, obviously that's not one, but within this keyboard, there's some pretty cool bass sounds. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mess around with it on the keyboard because I do want that live sound. Because I'm probably going to end up doing the MIDI fighter chop to this. That's what the goal is anyway. We'll see if we can make it there. But for right now, let me look up bass sounds on the keyboard. Hold on. Okay. Thank you, Eddie, for the chord compliment. So now that we've got that, just going to trim it on either side. And then I'm going to loop this section of it. bass line's chill. The bass line's chill enough for me. Wow. I'm also actually pleased with the progression of this track. Only an hour and a half in, so I mean I have to slide that actually really quickly, but this progression so far, only being this deep into the stream, is nice because I still have a lot of room to grow. There's also like a little bit of reverb on the bass, which, I mean, that's coming from the keyboard. I didn't add that. I wouldn't have, but having it on there, it actually doesn't sound as abrasive as I would assume it would sound. I'm just gonna go ahead and really quickly save this, name this and save this as MX61003. And then I'm gonna make it blue because that's the color I make most of my bass stuff. Okay. From the top. I'm going to do some quick gain staging, actually, because this song is super loud. It's peaking a little bit. Wait, let me get a dB reader in here really quick, just so I can see how bad is it, Doc? Pretty bad. It's mostly the kick, though, if I'm being fair. I think that sleigh bell's not in a mixer track. Yeah, it's not. That's why that's so loud. Bass can be up a little bit higher, and then I'll just copy the bass for the second time. That's good. And then I'll just have it repeat that one more time, because I'm also going to start doing, remember those, if you were in last week's stream, you'll remember I had some legato strings that I was like falling in love with. I'm going to definitely use those here. So let me go find those really quick. Actually, let me copy and paste that, because that is going to stay there. Hey, what's up, Selena? Hope you're having a good day. So now I'm going to go find, I'm just going to add a filter group called orchestra. It's not actually going to be an orchestra, but this is just where I'm going to be dumping a lot of like my woodwinds and my strings, and right now I'm looking for those legato strings so I can do some of those bends. Sorry. There we go. Oh, uh-oh. Things may get shaky for a second. Yeah, that one has so much, like, oof. Is it that, or is it this? I think it's both of them, actually. Just put together, both of them are doing that. Yeah, the toxic strings. The toxic strings. That's what I'm hearing, baby. You know what I'm saying. I think it might be the if that port stands for portamento, then we may have found our baby. It's interesting how many different versions of the legato slur they have. You know, we were talking earlier about, you know, if I knew everything about FL Studio, or how long it takes to completely learn FL Studio. And granted, this is not an FL Studio thing. What I'm using right now, like this thing, is actually a third-party string library. Library? Did we do that? I just said library. It's a string library, and so it comes with a lot of stuff, or I purchased a lot of stuff for it, and so it would take a long time, or at least maybe not that long, but maybe more focus for me to be able to go all the way through the entirety of this. I don't know, the samples that this thing has to offer, like the different sounds and different settings. The reason that I got this initially, hold on, where are you, baby? Where are you? The reason that I got this this VST initially isn't necessarily because of the string sounds. Like I have keyboards with like fun, interesting string sounds in them. For example, this one over here, the MX61, has good string sounds in it that I've used in songs. But there are articulations and articulations. How do I explain that? Articulations for notes. Maybe if you're working with like a piano, the only thing that there really is to articulate on a piano is sustain and velocity. Sustain and velocity being how hard you're hitting the notes and how long the notes are being sustained for. But when you get into some more instruments with a little bit more character, like guitar or flute, for example, or violin, stringed instruments are a really good example of this. Also, woodwind instruments, just because there's a lot of weird things that you can do with your body when playing these things that's going to get a different expressive sound from it. Legato is a thing, being able to like bend between strings, or doing like the vibrato thing, like shaking a string, adding things like that to it, isn't something that a keyboard can do. It's not something that a keyboard can replicate. And so a lot of these more high-powered sample libraries will have very distinct versions, or very distinct recordings of these instruments that include like legato. So if I play this note, hold on, let me put some lines in here. If I play this note here and then this note up here, it should be in between them. It should be in between them. Oh, but it did not. I'm gonna touch it. Ooh. Yeah, it did. Oh, I love it. I just love it. But I want it to be longer. I want it to be longer. So, and when I say I want it to be longer, what I'm saying is I want the slur, like the bending from one note up into the next note, to last a little bit longer. I love this. I love this thing. It has brought me so much joy. Definitely worth the money. Worth the money I spent on it. Jesus, I hope so. What if do I want that one? Violins, legato, marcato, string slur. Yeah, that's the one I want, baby. I love it. Okay, so those aren't the notes I want for sure, but sorry. That's where I wanted to come in. Yeah, baby. I love this. I love this thing. This one thing. It's not old to me yet. I'm trying not to ruin it. There's like a lot of really funny jokes about like when producers learn a new trick and they just put it like every 3 seconds. Like every 3 seconds they're like, oh, I just learned how to do, I don't know, like a reverse. I learned that you can use a reverse crash cymbal as a riser. And so now every like 4 bars there's going to be a reverse crash cymbal. I'm trying not to do that to this song. Or to like my recording style now. I kind of don't like that the legato comes in like real hard though. Herman 2 L2 12 Nante. Let's try this one. Also, the funny thing about learning a different VST, particularly sample libraries, is over here. I don't know how big this is on your guys' screen, so you can see this, but all of this, like all of these things over here, are like filled with abbreviations. For example, it says second violin leg slur plus port LT 6NI. And it's just like you kind of have to learn over time. You just learn, or you get really used to the shorthand. So like second violins is like the second violin as opposed to like the first violin in an arrangement, an orchestral arrangement. And then leg stands for legato, which means that when you press 2 notes, instead of them ringing out at the same time, the second note cancels out the first note. If that makes sense to anybody, I mean, this could be interesting to someone. For example, if I'm playing piano and I hit this note and that note after it, the fact that they both ring out at the same time is not legato. You can hear both notes existing at the same time. They're being played in harmony. A good example of legato would be if I did that same thing like this. Hear how the 2 notes aren't being played at the same time? It has to alternate between the 2 notes. The interesting thing in doing this with strings, however, is a lot of keyboards, or a lot of keyboards that are replicating the sound of an actual violin. They can't do that. They can do the harmony. Here they're playing at the same time. You're not getting that legato, right? So like this is doing the legato. But there's no way I could do that on this keyboard. I can let off of one, but it's not going to give it that slur in the same way that this instrument does. Hear how it's kind of bending between the 2? Anyways, that was like a quick, I guess, lesson on what legato means for anybody in the stream that didn't know what that means. So having the ability to do that with strings like this right here is not something that most VSTs can do, which is why this VST was expensive. like it too much. It's a problem. Lord grant me restraint. I just love it. I love it so much. Okay, so the only problem with this is I want to do harmonies with this. But because it's legato, it keeps you from doing harmonies, right? Because, well, as we know, harmonies... Hey, what's up, Jesse? As we know, harmonies require several notes, and legato makes it so that one note will impede the other note. For example, these two not being able to play at the same time here. So what I end up having to do is if I want to get an octave with this or a harmony, what I have to do is I have to export it as its own like thing. I'm going to export it as legato 1. Oh, no! Oh, good. I didn't do it yet. Abort, abort. Oh, I did do it. Am I abort? Oh, I don't want to say that. Anyways, I aborted it too late, so I'm gonna do that again. My bad, guys. So I'm gonna do it again, and this one's gonna be called legato violin 1. And I'm going to delete the legato the legato 1 because that was a mistake. So delete file. And then I'm going to take this same thing and I'm going to put it an octave higher right up here. I love it. I love it. Wait, hold on. What if I do that? It doesn't freaking matter. Okay, so I'm going to call this legato violin 2 and go ahead and export that. And what we're doing right now is we're creating a stack. Goodbye, Lucy. Thanks so much for being in the stream. I appreciate you. So what we're doing is we're making a legato violin stack. That's the first leg of it. That's the first leg of it. Wow, it's taking a second. Here's the second leg of it. Wow, that's also taking a second. You okay, FL? So then if I silence this, you can hear them both playing at the same with the harmony. No, it's not. That's not a... Oh, heavens. Okay, hold on. Let me move this up higher. That's the chord. That's the chord right there that's being played. So I can have it hit any of those. I could have it hit that note. That's actually pretty... Or I can have it hit that note. Woo! No, I can't. Hold on. It was fine when it went back up, I guess. Maybe. I'm just trying to figure out what octave this sounds better in. Down here, up here. When I have it an octave higher, guys, it's like it's bringing maybe a little bit too much attention to it. Like it's standing out. I'm gonna have it there and the lowers, and then I'm just going to turn it down. Dang it! But if I have it in the highers, I could also turn it down. Well, let me test that out. Yeah, I'm gonna have it in the higher and then turn it down. Okay, so one more. This one's gonna be called legato violin 3. Oh crap! Right after I said that, right after I did that, I saw that Eddie says it sounds better lower. I actually agree with you, Eddie. So Yeah, I also think it sounds better lower. The only reason that I'm doing it higher is because the piano is being played in the lower register. Um, and I want to have a little bit of space still down there because I still have to add an ARP, which may have not been clear earlier what I was saying when I was trying to choose where it sounded better at. I'm going to be adding an ARP to this. So this is going to be my legato stack. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to call it legato violin, and I'm going to make it brown, I guess, because that's the color of a violin. That's like more of like a golden mustard, isn't it? Okay, so now we have our violin stacked. What we're going to do is we're just going to name the clips. These two don't even necessarily need to be named because they're going to be going to the same place. And then, whoa. Oh, that's weird. And then we're gonna group them with the above track just so that I don't get them confused with anything else. And then we're gonna shrink them like that. That just like saves space. And this is probably gonna end up being like somewhat of a space consuming arrangement. So that's the reason I'm doing that. That's the reason I'm crunching it up like that. It's because see, the drums take up so much space already. And then I'm gonna obviously send these things to a mixer channel because they're louder than literally everything else in the track right now. So hold on, they're gonna go to 11. If we open up 11, it's already the color to match them, and then I'm gonna turn it way down. Marvelous. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. So that's our arrangement so far. Oh, I can leave that sustaining out. Hold on. Undo. Redo. Now I'm going to do an ARP really quickly. So the first thing I'm going to need for the ARP to work is I'm going to need the chords that I was hitting. The chords. The chords I'm probably... do I need to do that? Yeah, I would prefer to do that. What I'm considering right now is for the arpeggiator that I'm gonna make. I wanted to decide whether or not I was going to record in the chord progression, or just click it in. And I think clicking it in will be fine. It's only 5 chords. It's only 5 chords, so it shouldn't be too difficult. It might actually be more less time consuming for me to just click them out with a mouse. So first let me pull up 3xOSC, which is the instrument that I typically use for ARPs. I'm going to add a filter group called synth. I'm going to put 3xOSC in here. I'm going to turn it 2 of the oscillators down, so it's actually just 1xOSC or OSC, I guess. And then I already know these chords kind of by heart because I had to play them so many times. Just have to close my eyes sometimes. There's the first chord. The second chord then would be the K-pop chord, so boom, 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 right? I believe so. And then the third chord would be kind of an easy chord. I've used it a lot in a lot of my music. That one. And then to another somewhat easy chord, this one. And then I kind of just copy and paste that, except the only difference is the second time through, this final chord changes to be this. I'm actually impressed with myself, just for the MIDI arrangement. Usually I do have to go and sit at a piano and play it for a little bit, but this is just so recently after I did them. So let's hear how it sounds. Cool. Cool. I might pull it down an octave. Yeah. And then put this velocity back where it belongs. Now time to make an ARP. I think I want to make the ARP on, and I want to use third steps for the ARP. I'm going to mess around with third steps really quickly just to make sure that is what I want. Whoa. Whoa, that's wrong. That's wrong. Did I skip something? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How is that possible? Sorry, guys. I'm doing a weird like ARPA math equation in my head in order to find this extra note. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, found it. I figured it out. Wait, did I? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, what? Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's why. I don't know how that. Wow, I messed that up really weird. Maybe a little bit fast, but yeah. No. I think that's actually fine. I'm gonna do 2 ARPs, so the first one is going to be really fast like that. Then the second arrangement here. Ugh, my mouse is doing that thing again. Okay. Interesting. I like it. Very chill. I think I'm definitely gonna come back and open this up. But I like where it is after roughly an hour and a half, 2-ish hours on this guy. I like where this is sitting, so I'm gonna go ahead. That one's tentatively titled something blue, but it is saved. That we're gonna come back to that in a couple hours. Now I'm going to spend a little bit of time revisiting some older songs from the In the Studio thing, the In the Studio morning medleys. Again, if you had any questions or any songs you wanted to hear broken down specifically, feel free to do so. Feel free to do so. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna break into some older things really quickly. I gotta close play. I gotta close play. So play is the thing that I actually use to do all of my, like the legato strings from that song is made in a VST. It's like a composer cloud thing that I paid for. That has a bunch of composer-esque instrument strings and woodwinds and all that stuff in it. But it does take up a significant amount of CPU to run. And so a lot of times when I use it, I try to make sure that I am closing it after each use so that it doesn't, so my computer doesn't have to open it every single time I open a track. But for whatever reason, it got saved into this one. This would have been actually a really, really good example to use the MIDI fighter to cut some stuff up. Would have been a really good time to use the MIDI fighter to cut some stuff up, but that's okay. Hold on, I'm gonna do something in a new track. An experiment. Running an experiment. So, for those of you that have or have not heard Lush Dream, I used a lot. I sampled a lot of my own songs in Lush Dream, and a lot of the samples did come from both Signals and Daydream. Very rarely did they come from anything that wasn't one of those two bodies of work. And doing everything from like slowing things down, chopping things up, playing them in reverse, a bunch of stuff like that. For example, if I open up the track, sorry, I'm like gonna open Daydream. So if I open the track Sixella, which is a track off of my release Daydream, you can see here this is the Sixella track. But playing it in reverse, this is one of the songs off of Lush Dream. Man, that's wild how rarely I do this anymore. So what I'm gonna do is dig through some of the Daydream songs. Oh wait, can I upload them all at the same time? Probably not wise, but I can do that. So Thumper is a song that's already used. I already used Thumper in Lush Dream. Thumper is a song off of Daydream that I have used for something else. Key Lime is not, however.
Key Lime. No.
Wow, I was doing something, huh? Whoa, can I do that? Hold on. Oh, I can do that. That's pretty funny. Hold on. I'm just gonna do it so that it only has the outro. The whole wave doesn't start until the outro. Messing with stuff inside the sample editor is something I do. I very rarely actually do that. Whenever I see somebody else using FL Studio, they're always doing that. It's just like, it's just not what my brain jumps to immediately, which is, it's way more efficient. I should be doing that. Oh, the key lime chord progression is so much fun backwards. What the heck? I wish I knew what wait, hold on. Did I What is key lime's BPM? Is it 170? I don't know how I just knew 170 off the top of my head. I think it's because it had a drum and bass drum pattern, and typically when I'm making drum and bass, I just jump to 170 for whatever reason. So, thank you, past Omni Boy, for being very predictable. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Hold on. The thing is, okay, so a lot of my chord progressions do what do my chord progressions do? A lot of my chord progressions resolve in similar ways when I'm playing keyboard. for example, hold on. Actually, it would probably be better if I showed you kind of what I mean. So if I'm playing this is how you play key lime. Like that's the chord progression. That's the chord progression for it. Um and when I have like a specific style of resolving. I mean, it's not specific to me, but like there's a certain way that we go about resolving chord progressions. Typically, you resolve a chord progression downward anyway. You're like resolving down into it. You know, it's not that complicated. But if I'm playing it backwards, I'm gonna try to play it. I'm gonna try to figure it out really quick. Figure out key lime's chord progression backwards because I'm playing it right now. I'm playing it like in FL Studio. But I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. How to do that on the keyboard, if that makes sense. Like try to play it on the keyboard. Give me a second. This is probably gonna take a minute because it's gonna require brain energy I don't necessarily have right now. Okay, so I did find it kind of easily. Hold on. It's sort of I actually really like this chord progression. Okay. Um, Let me actually do some arrangement really quick because it is 170. 170. Do I need to have it in one? What is 170 divided by 2? 85? 85? I guess I could do it in 85 beats per minute. Nobody would know. Nobody could tell me I was wrong. Da, 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 da. I also like when the voices come in. It is doing the key lime melody backwards. Da, 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 da. That's so cool, guys. The thing that's so interesting about music is on a micro level, right? If we're thinking about micro music. Micro music. If you're thinking about music on a micro level, like look at all these notes. None of these notes are new, right? These notes have been around for hundreds, thousands of years. These keys have, and even that, like that's like a looking on just a level of like notes, even chords, right? There's no like new chords, but if you're even looking at like this note to this note, that's the same note, and then this note to this note. It's like the same note, right? And it just goes on upward that way. It goes on like that for a while where it's like the piano is repeating. So if I played this chord down here, it's technically the same as this chord up here, which is also the same as this chord up here. And so knowing that, going into music knowing that, you kind of let go of this like, oh, I'm going to be the one to play the brand new chord progression, or I'm going to be the one to do a new chord that's never been played before. I think we all kind of know when we get into music or any type of art, everything's kind of already been done for the most part. And what's interesting about that is you take things that are already existent, right? You're taking notes that already exist, you're taking chords that already exist, and you're trying to rearrange them in a way that is new or fresh to you specifically. There's a lot of really cool videos, I'm sure, papers about how many songs have repeated the same melody or chord progression, especially if you're having like a 4-chord progression. It's very hard to have a song with only 4 chords in it and hit a progression that has never happened before, right? Maybe if you're using like a bunch of chords and you're hitting them in a progression that is extremely long, right? Like the looping point of the song is like maybe 30 seconds in, so you're just seeing 30 seconds of non-repeating, chord inversions and stuff like that. Maybe then you come up with a chord progression that has never been played before. But within like the constraints of a song, you're not really going to hit a new chord progression. And I think that the interesting thing about taking chord progressions that I've already played and playing them backwards is usually they will sound very pretty, but not only that, they will be something that I would never have played on my own. Like if I go and I actually hit those, when I hit those chords, when I hit the key lime chords in reverse. Like that doesn't necessarily sound like something that I would have done. I don't even know how I would have come up with those in that order. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the stuff that hasn't been done yet probably doesn't even sound like music. So you could go for something, make something completely original, but I don't know. Who knows if you'd actually end up liking it. Whew. I'm going to start doing some drums on top of this really quickly. But before I do that, hold on, let me put it in a mixer track. The reason I'm putting it in a mixer track is because I want to put not that. Never that. I want to put a filter on it just to cut off, make it, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to start putting some drums on it. Now that we know it's 170, I'm going to go and grab probably like more of like a hip-hop kick, actually. I'll explain why I'm choosing more of a hip-hop kick later. Oh, my mouse is doing that thing. It's fed up. put on stretch really quick for this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I am. That's funny. I think it should be extended. One more. I think. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I love the. That's so cool. I like that a lot. Okay. Oh, you know what this is? Is this key lime? I mean, sorry, is this a... Sounds like Lazy River. Da 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 da. Hmm. Ugh, this mouse is gonna give me a nightmare. You can start it really low and then rise it slowly. Ooh, boy. This mouse is so jumpy. Whoa, that's low. Hold on, let me get you up here. Wow, that's awful. Yeah, right there's fine. Oh, I forgot the kick. I'm stupid. Oh, whoa, this is changing a lot now. Oh, because I got rid of the good one. Where are all those other things? Whoa, what the heck? Where are they? Oh, I'm stupid. They're further out. Get out of here, y'all.